A Florida bill is taking a stand against spy drones. If it's passed, homeowners will be able to use, quote, reasonable force to take down drones hovering over their private property. Let's bring in Brett Velicovich, Fox News contributor, drone expert, and former Army Special Operations soldier. So I guess the question is, Brett, in dealing with a drone that someone feels is invading their private property or invading their personal space, what constitutes, quote, reasonable force?
Well, that's difficult to tell. I think one of the larger problems, John, is that we currently can't even identify or classify properly what's in our airspace enough to understand what we even be shooting at, right? So if you spot a drone flying over your property, do you know if that drone is being flown by law enforcement? Is it China spying on us, or is it a threat from our adversaries, or is it just some clueless and careless kid flying in areas that they shouldn't be? You know, the FAA right now, they've been working on a system called remote ID to require anyone flying a drone to have electronic trackers similar to what planes have, but they've taken countless years and endless amounts of taxpayer money to get this done. And really the FAA is to blame here for why state lawmakers, states like Florida, have to take this on, because they simply haven't done a good job of helping the public identify and classify what's flying above this. You know, when you look at the sky and you see a plane, you don't immediately think that's a threat. You trust, if it's flying over you, that it's allowed to be there. But we can't trust right now that that drone is flying over our backyard and spying on us. It could be spying on us. And the fact is, civilians taking matters into their own hands and shooting down a drone flying over top of them, no matter what it's doing, is currently a federal crime. And we've seen many situations where people have been arrested for shooting down drones. Last year, a Florida man, for instance, was arrested for shooting down a Walmart delivery drone in his neighborhood. Another man in Long Island, he shot down a drone that was being used for search and rescue operations. So this is an issue we need to take seriously, and the federal laws need to change fast to adapt to this modern technology.
Yeah, we just have a few seconds left here, but there does seem to be a looming battle between the state of Florida and the FAA. Here's what the FAA said. It's illegal, as you pointed out, under federal law to shoot at an aircraft. A private citizen shooting at any aircraft, including unmanned aircraft, poses a significant safety hazard. Not to mention the fact that what goes up must come down. And if somebody shoots at a drone, eventually the bullet's going to come down somewhere. And there's plenty of incidents in this country's history of people being killed by bullets falling out of the sky.
You're exactly right. But look, there are more registered drones in the U.S. than there are commercial fixed-wing aircraft, hundreds of thousands of them. Yet we've put very little government resources to properly regulate that. We've got very basic and archaic laws in place. So I don't blame private, owners of property to want to know what's flying above them and take matters into their own hands. We've just got to identify what's up there better. And maybe we need to start using more electronic warfare systems to identify and stop these drones before they're a real threat.
All right, we will see where this Florida law goes. Thank you for breaking it down for us, Brett. Appreciate it.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.